Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode from GuigLit. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below on today's topic of working in lockdown and the most effective ways of working in lockdown. What's your experience been of lockdown? How has it worked for you? How has it not worked for you? How can GuigLit help make it work for you? I'd love to know. Thank you for joining us once again as well. Please also remember we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, as well as here on YouTube. So, a little special something to show you at first. Now, let's hopefully this transition works. So, hey, that should just be about right. So, here you see it in all its glory. The first ever official GuigLit t-shirt. And as it says at the bottom, don't forget to give this channel a subscribe. There we go, it's right there. Perfect. Right, so today I'm going to go through 5 effective ways of working during lockdown. Now, lockdown is something that is with us for the foreseeable future, and we've been through this before, and a lot of people I know have struggled with finding an effective way of working during lockdown. And today I'm going to give you 5 tips that should help you to improve and to boost your studying during this difficult time. First of all, keep to a blend of books and the internet. Now, we can't avoid the internet. You may be having lessons on Teams, on Zoom, you may be having classes digitally, as that's the way we're going forward. However, so many studies show that the way you retain information and process that information is made 100-fold better by actually doing it handwritten on a piece of paper or reading a book rather than reading from a screen. The brain, when it finds a shortcut, will use that shortcut, and it's important to make sure that you use as few shortcuts as you possibly can in terms of memory retention. Also, we're a society that is addicted to technology, so it really helps on a well-being sense to just detach from it now and then. Read that book, write on that piece of paper when you're studying. Get away from the small screen as much as you can. Now, second tip for today is to make sure that during this, obviously a lot of the time you'll be sitting down, a lot of the time you'll be sitting staring at a screen. So stay active. Make sure you have a brisk walk where you can. Make sure you get up and stretch where you can. Make sure you're keeping yourself physically active, because that can have a massive detrimental effect not only on your physical health but your mental well-being as well. So it's about having that combination, as the old cliche goes, of fit body and fit mind. It really helps, even if it's a 5-10 minute walk or just a simple stretch after you've had a lesson or after you've had a long day. Just helps keep that circulatory system going, keeps you active and keeps you balanced and in a good frame of mind. My third tip, and this is a personal one from when I've ever marked, or if I'm doing my writing, or if I'm doing anything that requires real concentration. Music makes a massive difference. Now, music to a degree, there's one clause with this, however, is non-verbal music, music without lyrics. Okay, so instrumental music that can be sort of maybe a soundtrack, for example, or as I like to use the kind of white noise playlists that there are. So this idea of blocking out noise to help keep you effective and focused really works well for me. It makes me get into a zone. It makes me only just focus on that one thing. I couldn't recommend that enough. Really try that. If you've tried that before, leave me a comment below. How does it work for you? Has it worked for you? I'd love to know. My fourth tip for today is make sure you try and keep to routines. The benefit that there is with school, regardless of your opinions of it, it keeps you to a routine, it keeps you to a structure, okay? And as humans, we crave structure, we crave routine in that regard. We like to know that we are in a steady situation in that regard. We don't like too much disruption and chaos, which lockdown can bring. So whether you're within a 15 or 20 minute window of the work you were doing previously, or just keeping close to those routines will help you out so much. Again, really in terms of that mental health and well-being, you are able to stick to those routines, stick to those same set of circumstances, then you'll be grateful for that, especially when we return back to a more normal sense of the way education works. And my last tip 5, is, as hard as this may be, is to just stay positive. Okay, we're entering spring now, the days will get longer and brighter. We have a vaccine. We have 3 vaccines at the moment at the time of recording, and they are being rolled out. What you are in the middle of right now is not the way it will always be. It will have disruption. it will cause uncertainty and it will have an impact. Of course it will. You know, we are not seeing this with rose-tinted glasses, as it was. However, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Stay positive, talk to people, talk to friends, talk to loved ones, keep talking, stay positive, and find those tiniest bits of positivity as and when you can. My monthly book review and book roundup will cover a book that's fantastic on this. I can't wait to recommend it to you all. It's really changed how I perceive the world around me. Actually, it's been a real game changer. So there you have it, everybody. Thank you for joining in. There are my 5 tips for helping work during lockdown. I hope they've worked well for you. Please give this video a thumbs up. As I said, subscribe before. Like, share, and subscribe, and across all the platforms. Really valued, and your support means the world to me. So